What is the common cold? Well, that's a very interesting question that we're going to be tackling today. So, you might be wondering, what is a common cold? Or you already know. Do you? Do you really know what a common cold is? All right, let me give you some information about it. The first thing you need to know about a common cold is that it is a viral infection. What that means is that a common cold is caused by a virus, and there's over 200 viruses that have been identified that can cause the common cold. But the most common virus is the rhinovirus. Now, what it does is it spreads by droplet infection and hand contact, and just like most of these viral infections, like the flu, happen. Now, before I go into detail, you need to know that there's common cold, there's a flu, and there's allergies. These three things are different, and sometimes people mix up these terms. So, in this video, we'll talk about the common cold. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the flu, and then in the next video, again, we'll talk about allergies. So, we're going to have three videos: common cold, flus, and allergies. Now, let's go on. Once in a while, I'll be referring to my notes here, so please bear with me if I don't look so professional, so to say. Right, so the causes, like I said, viral infection. Now, normally a common cold lasts for 1 to 10 days, and the symptoms develop gradually. Now, I'm going to outline 10 common signs and symptoms of a common cold, and from there, I'll outline the basic treatment regimen. I won't go into detail the specific names of the drugs, but I'll just give drug classes. Right, so the symptoms. The first, obviously, is a running nose. The second one, obviously, is itchy ears. The third one is a blocked nose, postnasal drip, mild muscle aches, headache sometimes happens, sneezing, wet or dry cough, sore throat, and mild fatigue. Sometimes fever may happen, but it's very rarely with the common cold. And basically, the common cold is a toned down version of the flu, and normally not life threatening. Like I said, it's short duration, 1 to 10 days, and then that's it. And it normally covers the upper respiratory tract. There's just the nose and the throat, not much coughing. Now, treatment. Right. So for treatment, we treat the symptoms, right? Because it's a viral infection, there is nothing really that we normally use, but there are drugs there, you know, that have been used to treat viruses like Tamiflu and all those. I won't go into detail in this video about it, but we'll just talk about the symptomatic management of colds and flus. Mostly the cold, sorry, not the cold and flu. Right. So what we do is, the first thing is we manage the pain. So we give pain or fever medication. Paracetamol is good. That's Tylenol or acetaminophen, Panadol. Those are some of the names. Atconapamol. Those are some of the names that you know. Varipan. So if you use paracetamol, drug of choice. You can also use combinations of paracetamol with ibuprofen, or use ibuprofen on its own. We also Another class of drugs that you can use is called lozenges. You can actually use lozenges. Lozenges have got antibacterial element and local anesthetic. The antibacterial element in lozenges is useful to prevent secondary infections, and then the local anesthetic will help with pain. Next, those are normally what I would give. in the pharmacy. I would also give somebody some immune boosters just to help boost their immune system. And if they're feeling weak or tired, I would encourage them to drink plenty of fluids, and hopefully they'll be fine in a day or two. Now, sometimes the person may develop a secondary bacterial infection and start coughing, or yellow stuff starts coming out of the nose and stuff like that. And that's where they'll need to go see the doctor. Now, when they go see the doctor, they need to get something like an antibiotic, very rarely. Also, once in a while, you can use a decongestant, normally nasal spray or decongestant in oral form. I would use something like Senuen, something with a pseudoephedrine inside it, just to help open up the nose. Saline nasal drops are good. Saline spray is good. Anything with oxymetazoline is good. Some people use it in combination with menthol, sort of like to have that coolant effect, because there are nasal sprays which have got menthol inside it. An example is Otrivin menthol. It's actually quite good. Another thing is you can give a cough syrup if necessary, depending on the type of cough. It could be a dry cough, it could be a wet cough, so you give whatever goes. And finally, antihistamines are important to in the management. Sometimes you got a running nose and you've tried everything and it's still running. So if it continues running, you give an antihistamine to try and dry out the air canals. So yeah, basically that's it about the common cold. If you got any question that you want me to tackle, feel free, put it in the comments and I'll handle it. The next video I'm going to be talking about is the cold. Oh my gosh, I really messed it up, right? No, the next video I'm going to be talking about is the flu. All right, have a good one, eh? Cheers.